Hello, everyone. Welcome back to your regularly scheduled TDS Dino stream. I know we are so consistent. Hello, Drahexy. So, this idea popped into my head not too long ago, and recently I had the burning desire to stream again. But I'm going to be ranking every single Pokemon on a tier list. So, yeah, there's a lot, so I might as well just jump in. Okay, so here is the tier list. At the top, we have the gender differences because this website, or not website, this tier list has all the gender differences for Pokemon for some reason. So I'm putting them all the way at the top because I don't want to scroll by them every single time. So it's just easier if I put them on top. So we have the goats. These are like 10 out of 10 Pokemon in my opinion. Like absolutely perfection, pretty much. I love these guys to death. Pokemon are awesome, amazing. Like I can't go wrong with these Pokemon. And then like goats is like something that pushes them over the edge for me. A is just they're really good, they're amazing. Blah, blah, blah. B, they're great. C is like, they're decent. D is like, they're okay. They're not too great. I don't really care. E is if they're bad, and then F is if I absolutely hate them. So I normally, yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon to go. 1056 or 1256. I don't know how much it is either. Yeah, there's also Megas on here. There's regional variants. There's a lot. So normally I hate the E tier. I just like completely ignore the E tier. I usually think it's irrelevant. But if I'm ranking over 1,000 Pokemon, I think we need the E tier. Because there might be something I want to squish in between D and F tier. Alright. I'm gonna go on SoundCloud to pull up the old stream playlist. It's been forever. Not really. I think the last time I did this was during the Marble stream, which wasn't too long ago. Hello, I signed in. There we go. Alright, music I play on stream. Okay, what do I want to start with? Start with some Wii Shop channel. Hell yeah. Okay, so here's how I'm going to be ranking everything. Obviously, I could just rank them based on their designs, but that's boring. I'm not going to rank every Pokemon just based on their designs. I'm like rank them based on like a lot of things. Well, obviously their design. I also want to rank them based on like personal experiences I've had with them, because there could be a Pokemon I think looks really cool, but I've had like negative experiences with them. Okay, I guess let's just turn down the music a bit more. Okay. Okay, the reason it was so loud is because I had my volume low, so I didn't know how loud it actually was. So, yeah, so I'm bringing these based on both design and personal experiences I've had with them. That's pretty much it. Okay, yeah, well, let's get started. Actually, I don't think it matters. I'll just put this there. Okay, Bulbasaur, the first Pokemon. I like Bulbasaur a lot. I think Bulbasaur is pretty cool. He's like a solid B tier, I think. I've used Bulbasaur quite a bit. He's my go-to Kanto starter. He's just a cool little turtle guy. Dang, that Dynamax Charizard, we have beef. So true. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, Bulbasaur, he's cool. B tier. Ivysaur, though, he's A tier. Ivysaur, I think, looks the coolest out of all three. Yeah, surprising. The middle evolution is actually the best. I think he looks the coolest out of all three. And not only does he look cool, he's also in Smash Bros. And he is really fun to play in Smash Bros. I love playing Ivysaur. You got that down air that has like an insanely huge hitbox. He's just fun. I like him. And yeah, I think that's a very solid A tier. Venusaur. He's just like a low B. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Venusaur's design. Like, I don't know, he looks, you always rated Ivysaur the worst. That's interesting. I've always thought that, like, Venusaur, he just looks a little off to me, but I love using Venusaur. Like I said, he's my favorite Kanto starter, and he's just, like, really fun to use. You got, like, you can, you know, you run, like, Giga Drain, Sludge Bombs, you have Leech Seed, Sleep Powder. Like, every time I think of Leech Seed, I always think of, like, Venusaur. He just feels like the Leech Seed Pokemon to me. Gigantamax Venusaur? I think I'm gonna put him in, like, the D tier. Hold on, I need a better picture of this. Gigantamax Venusaur. Like, okay, never mind. I actually think he looks pretty cool because he has, like, a crown on top of him. That's actually kind of sick. Okay, never mind. He's, like, C tier. I don't know. He just looks like a worse Venusaur. I'll pass on you, bro. Mega Venusaur, I think, is just a better Venusaur. They did him pretty dirty. Yeah, they absolutely did. Okay. Charmander. Where do I want to rank Charmander? I mean, he's pretty cool, I guess. He's like upper B tier. It's just Charmander right there. Alright. Charmeleon. Charmeleon, I'm not the biggest fan. He's alright, I guess. He is the middle stage of Charizard. Okay, we'll get to you in a minute. Regular Charizard. Okay, like everybody, we all think that Charizard is pretty cool. But the fact that Game Freak shoves him down our throats is just like, dude, I'm sick of seeing Charizard. He's just everywhere. Like, why did Leon have to have a Charizard as his ace? In Gen 8, we are at Gen 8, and you're telling me the champion has a Charizard. Like, why? Top of C tier, because he's fun to use. A little bit. I mean, he's not like the most fun Pokemon to use, but he's pretty cool to use. But he looks cool. But since Game Freak shoves him down our throat, I gotta move him down. Gigantamax Charizard. Oh my gosh. I didn't really have too much problems with Gigantamax Charizard, at least before the DLC for Sword and Shield. Or I mean after. Wait, what am I even saying? Okay, well, I had a problem with Gigantamax Charizard before Sword and Shield DLC. because yeah, he was the only Kanto starter that had one before the DLC, and I felt like that was unfair, and it was kind of stupid. And then after the DLC, I'm like, okay, he's fine, because now they all have Gigantamax forms, all the Kanto starters. And then I immediately hate him again, because in the friend lock, bro survived on like 1 HP from, yeah, Drahexy, your Gmax, or not Gmax, it was like Dynamax, Max Lightning, yes, Max Lightning. Lived on 1, and then kills you with Gmax Wildfire. That was the, like, it was so tragic. It was the epitome of, I've won, but at what cost? D tier, get out of my face. He still looks cool. But, nah. Awful experience with this guy. Alright, Mega Charizard X. I hate to admit it, but he's really, really cool. Like, come on, how can you hate Mega Charizard X? Charizard absolutely does not deserve 2 Mega Evolutions, so I can't really put him higher than A tier, but he's so cool. He's Fire Dragon. That's what we wanted. Mega Charizard Y is just a better Charizard. I mean, it's cool that he gets Drought. He's pretty good for Sun teams. But that's really it. I would choose Mega Charizard X any day of the week. You know what hurt me more when I rewatched the clip? What hurt you more? Also, I forgot to add chat on screen. Okay, that was really big. Alright, there you go. I had Max Guard instead of Max Quake for some reason. Oh wait, did you? Alright, Squirtle. I think for single stage, or first stage, Squirtle is my favorite out of the 3. I love him a lot more than Charmander and Bulbasaur. Like, I've had so many positive experiences with just, like, Squirtle. Like, he's really cute. I have a plushie of him. And then my friend, he told me he was playing Sword and Shield. He did like a Wonder Trade for a German Squirtle named Shiggy. Shiggy is his German name, and we just joked about that so much because he just had this like Squirtle with an Everstone named Shiggy. I just love the name Shiggy. I think it's better than Squirtle. I just exclusively call Squirtle Shiggy now. He's like high A tier. Maybe I might move him to S tier. But I love Squirtle. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave him a high A. I might move him to S tier further down the line. Alright, Wartortle. I don't like Wartortle all too much. I mean, he's still alright, but like, I don't know. It was just kind of weird how they gave him like the weird like wings thing, and then they went nowhere with that when he evolved into Blastoise. At least I finally got to have my moment in the front lock, though. True. That was hype, though. It was hype. It was also tragic, but, like, it felt like a valiant sacrifice, and that just feels like the peak of your entire, like, story in the front lock. I like that. Alright. Blastoise. I like Blastoise. Blastoise is cool. Top of B. In one of my Nuzlocks, it was a ROM hack of Black 2. It was Blaze Black 2 Redux. I had a Shell Armor Blastoise and I think he was like plus defense nature. That dude carried throughout the entire Nuzlocke. Like, he was so good for just about every single fight in the game. He was so fun to use. Does Blastoise even get shell armor normally? No, he doesn't even get shell armor. They should give Blastoise shell armor. Like, that's sick. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna move him to A tier, just because of that really cool experience I had with him in Nuzlocke. All right, Gigantamax Blastoise. I need a better picture of this. Okay, so he's got like an entire. I don't even know. He's got like a big honking thing on his shell. Oh, that's a cool picture. Looks like he's got like an entire like military base or something. That's cool, I guess. Is it better than regular Blastoise? No, but it is pretty cool. I'll give him that. Right there you go. I know we have a few more Pokemon that we got beat with. True. Alright, Mega Blastoise. I actually like Mega Blastoise. I think this is, cool. The fact that they didn't make him Water Steel is something I'll always be disappointed with. Cramorant sits in the corner. We gotta go all the way to Gen 8 for that. That's gonna be a while. But, I like Mega Blastoise. I like that he has Mega Launcher as his ability. So you can run stuff like Dark Pulse and Aura Sphere on him for boosted damage. Yeah, he's nice. He's pretty epic. Not as cool as regular Blastoise though. Alright, we have moved past the Kanto starters. We moved past the Kanto starters even though we have like 15 rankings on the tier list. Alright. How long have I been live for? 20 minutes. Okay, this is gonna be a long time. Caterpie. Where do I rank Caterpie? I mean, like, what even is there to rank about Caterpie? I think Caterpie is, like, pretty cute. Places Caterpie above Mega Charizard Y and Charizard. Yeah, Caterpie is a cute little guy. Metapod, design-wise, I don't really like Metapod, but he gets pushed up to, like, B tier just because of all the hardened memes. It's funny. It's nice. Alright, Butterfree. I like Butterfree quite a bit. This ain't finishing anytime soon. Yeah, look at all of these Pokemon. There's a lot. Gen 1 I feel like is going to be like the worst part about this. Or maybe Gen 5. Alright, but Butterfree... I like Butterfree quite a bit. Butterfree is... nice, I guess. I had Butterfree in a Nuzlocke. Don't get caught at a back alley with a Charizard fan, true. I had Butterfree in a Nuzlocke in ROM hack of Pokemon Omega Ruby, Rising Ruby. Oh hey, back-to-back Splatoon songs. Butterfree was really good in that Nuzlocke. It had Compound Eyes, and it carried against Brawly, because it kept sleep powdering and air slashing everything, and that was hype as hell. Because I didn't have that many good Pokemon for Brawly, and Butterfree just kind of carried, and that was epic. You go top of B. Gigantamax, Butterfree. I like that quite a bit. I like the wings are like shiny and green. That's pretty cool, actually. You go above regular Butterfree. Weedle. Weedle compared to Caterpie, no. Caterpie is superior. Let's see. Weedle. You're like there. Been working on my Steam profile for a while. I got my percentage up to 52%. Nice. Kakuna. I don't like Kakuna. Like, it's just a cocoon with weird eyes. There's really nothing to like. Yeah. Bottom of D. You go. Beedrill. I love Beedrill. Beedrill is awesome. You go there. Like, Beedrill is just a guy. Like, every single time I see Beedrill, I want him to be a good Pokemon. I know he's not great, but, like, he's just, like, fun to use early if you, like, get good moves on him. And even, like, mid-game in, like, Pokemon games, if you still have a Beedrill and you learn stuff like Poison Jab or, like, X-Scissor, I feel like he'd be fun to use. 50 for completion on achievements is still low for me if I'm getting there. True. 100%. Hell yeah. Alright, yeah. Beedrill is pretty cool. Mega Beedrill, on the other hand. I have quite the love-hate relationship with Beedrill. In Pokemon Insurgents, the second gym, I was playing on hard mode, and the gym leader's Mega Beedrill just mops the floor every single time. I could not figure out, like, a strategy to beat his Mega Beedrill. Why am I listening to It's Raining Tacos? This isn't on my playlist. Where did this come from? What? Okay, anyway, I just listened to it. What the hell? Hold on, why is my playlist not playlisting? Oh, did I think I had shuffle off. Excited about Alolan Sandslash. Alright, I'll save my opinion for him. Hello? Okay, I guess SoundCloud broke. Okay, hopefully that fixed it. Alright, anyway, back to Mega Beedrill. Yeah, so that was my negative experience with him. Positive experience in Pokemon Run and Bun, which is the hardest Pokemon ROM hack out there. I played it for a while. Mega Beedrill is just him in that game. You get Mega Beedrill pretty early in the game, and he just, like, annihilates a lot of the trainers. And he's, like, really fun to use in that. So, like, where I'd put him, I guess, like, top of C. And in terms of design, I guess he's, like, pretty cool. It feels like a bit much, I think. These stats are crazy, by the way. So balanced. And he has adaptability. Yeah, I have my reasons to put him at C tier. Pidgey. He's just a bird. There's really nothing. I've never felt anything special with Pidgey. And yeah, he's just a bird. I'd put him like... No, I put him like there. Pidgeotto. He's a bigger bird. To be honest, I like Pidgey more. Honestly, you go like there, here. There are quite a few Pokemon that I use in playthroughs I just have a soft spot for. Yeah, me too. Okay, I guess my problem with Pidgeotto, this is for some reason like a big problem for me. I don't like Pidgeotto's sprites. Like, okay, in Gen 4, the front sprite is fine. Like, his Heart Gold Soul Silver sprite, the front sprite is fine. The back sprite and the Gen 5 sprite a little bit, I don't know. I don't really like it. Mostly the Gen 4 back sprite. I don't know, there's just something about this sprite I don't like. In Gen 3 it was fine. I like this back sprite. And same with Gen 2. I don't know, Gen 4, it's just weird. Sorry, Pidgeotto. Pidgeot, that is a big bird. That's it. He's the big bird. Mega Pidgeot, I like Mega Pidgeot. Like, I think this is really cool. They just made Mega Pidgeot just the cooler Pidgeot. The fact that he is no guard, and you can run like Hurricane and always hit that is awesome. I like you, Mega Pidgeot. You like there. Alright. Rattata. I actually like Rattata. He's a little rat. He goes like there. Alolan rat. And he's worse. I don't know. I kind of prefer the original design. How was my school break? It was pretty good. I spent a lot of time with like family over break, and it was really nice. I did really need a break from school because I've been working a whole lot more recently. Alright, Raticate. I like Raticate. Guts Raticate is awesome. Dude actually becomes viable from the fact that he has guts. Like, you've probably heard this a million times from Peachal and also Alpharad a little bit. Guts Raticate is just awesome for Nuzlocke. There was literally like one time I was playing in Nuzlocke, I had Guts Raticate, I couldn't figure out how to kill a Pokemon, I'm like, screw it, Guts Raticate, and it worked. So, good for you, Raticate. You go like there. Alolan Raticate, I don't know if I really like this guy. Like, you go from Raticate, you know, that's Raticate right there, and then you go to Alolan Raticate, and then he just feels like a rat you'd find, like, outside. Oh, hell yeah, we got a bot in our chat. Salted Confidence Mom. Best viewers on streamboo.com. You can get the best ban from my channel. See ya. Dang, I love the viewers bots on Streamboo. Yeah, I know, they're such nice people. Raticate, Alolan Raticate, I feel like is like a rat I'd see eating through my trash in my trash can outside, and that's kind of gross. Actually, you go like there. Get out of my face. Spearow. Spearow's alright, I guess. Bird. He's just the cooler Pidgey. Fearow. Fearow's cool. Fearow has like the ability to use Drill Peck, and very few Pokemon learn Drill Peck. I think it's only like Fearow, Zapdos, Dodrio, and Honchkrow, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure those are like the only Pokemon that learn Drill Peck. I could be wrong though. Okay, more Pokemon do learn it, but like it's not given to every flying type. And Fearow's just cool for being one of the Pokemon that has it. I don't know why Fearow's not on here, but I know, they told me themselves. Oh, that's so nice of them. Also, Fearow learns Drill Run, and that's also pretty cool. And also Fearow learns a lot of Dark-type moves. I feel like Fearow could have been flying Dark. Like, I don't get why Fearow needs to be flying normal. The normal type just feels so thrown in there. Fearow just could have been a pure flying type. But, hell yeah, Fearow. You like there-ish. Alright, Ekans. Ekans is just a purple snake. That's about it. I think I saw like an image somewhere of like Ekans but not curled up, and it looked pretty cursed. I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't know. I see Ekans, I'd feel nothing. He's just a snake. Go there. Arbok though. Arbok is pretty cool. Look at this guy. I don't get why a lot of ROM hacks make him Poison Dragon. I think they just do that to make him viable. But like, I like using Arbok. Even if Arbok's not the best Pokemon, you know, like these stats are very mediocre. But Arbok is cool. It's pretty fun. He's a cool dude. I'm saying cool a lot, but like, that's what Pokemon are. They're just cool. This song from London Games goes so hard. I know, why is the badminton one so good? Alright, let's see. Arbok goes like there. Okay, where do I rank Pikachu? Pikachu, the mascot of Pokemon. So, Pikachu on his own, he's just cute. He's a cute little guy. I love Pikachu in Let's Go Pikachu. Like in Let's Go Pikachu, Pikachu's just so cute in that game. I love how expressive and everything he is. I also love Ash's Pikachu, of course. Like, the iconic Ash Pikachu. Like, Game Freak doesn't shove Pikachu down our throats as much. At least it probably feels like that because Pikachu's obviously the mascot of Pokemon. But no, I like him. It's a solid A. Too bad Daisy likes it. No, not Daisy. Don't give me flashbacks to that one stream. Chonky Pikachu. Gigantamax Pikachu was funny. They just made him chonky. Let's see, where would I rank him? Chonkachu. He goes like here. Okay. Raichu. Hold on, let me pull this up. Sprites. Raichu, I think, looked really cool in as a 2D sprite. In 3D, I don't know exactly what they did, but it makes me like Raichu less. I'm not a huge fan of his 3D model. Like, let's see. Like, the sprites have been... This played already! Stop playing Calamari Incantation. Okay. Okay, we get to chill. Like, the Raichu sprites I like. They're really cute. The sprites make him more expressive, and then the 3D model is just not too great. And that makes me sad. Pikachu had too many desserts. He's very chunky. Where would I put Raichu? I guess there. I really like using Raichu in Renegade Platinum. It's a really fun Platinum ROM hack, and they gave Raichu access to like Surf and Psychic, and he's a really good electric type in that game. But like his 3D model puts him down for me. And I'm sad. Alolan Raichu. S tier. I love Alolan Raichu. He's so cute. I love him. We have our very first S tier. And rightfully so. Look at this guy. Look at him. Bro is surfing on his own tail. Electric Psychic is a really cool typing. I love Alolan Raichu, man. And then that one episode of the anime where he's like serving pancakes or whatever. I don't know, it's been a while since I watched that. I really like that episode. Like the whole like pancakes thing. I love Alolan Raichu. I'm using Raichu in my brand new Pokemon Moon playthrough. Nice. I've used Alolan Raichu in every single Gen 7 playthrough. He's so awesome. Sandshrew. Regular Sandshrew first. I like Sandshrew quite a bit. He's just a little guy in a great big world. My man, Sandshrew. He was like there. Oh, Alolan Sandshrew. Contender. Very high contender for cutest Pokemon of all time. Look at him. How could you hate this Pokemon? Absolute absolute peak design. S tier. I love you, Alolan Sandshrew. Alright, regular Sandslash. Regular Sandslash, I think is also like Raichu for me, where it's like his 2D sprites are really cool, and then his 3D model is weird. I mean, it's not as bad as Raichu, but I don't know. It was another one that looked better in 2D for me. Let's go Sandslash. His Gen 4 back sprite though, what were they doing? Why does he look like that? His Gen 3 back sprite is sick though. I love that. Alright, yeah. Sandslash. He's like A tier. I think he's a really awesome Pokemon. Alolan Sandslash. That is also S tier. He is beautiful. Yes. The icicles as like the spikes. I love that. Ice Steel is a really interesting typing. He's super fun to use. I just love him. Simple as that. Alolan Sandslash. It was definitely an upgrade. This is one of my team members for the Indigo disc. What was my team for? Oh, I think I wanted to use this for the Indigo disc, but I used shiny Metagross instead. Okay, sorry for the flex. S tier is just Alolan forms. Yo, let's go, Gen 7. Alright. Nidoran female. I actually don't really like Nidoran female. Actually, I'm gonna rank both Nidorans. They're weird to me. They're like a weird, like, bunny rat thing. I'm not the biggest fan of either of them. I think they're like a high D tier. Nidoran male is better though. I'm pretty sure it was a version exclusive for my game. Oh wait, yeah it was. Yeah, wait, no, never mind. I used Alolan Ninetales. Yeah. Because it wasn't version exclusive. I think I got a different Pokemon confused for who I wanted to use. Alright. Nidorino. Nidorina, I don't think Nidorina's like that much better than Nidoran female for me. I want to look at sprites, because I don't remember its sprites too much. It's Gen 6 rate is weird. Yeah, no, it's still just meh. Nidorino, though. I remember when we showed our teams to each other for the first time, we both noticed that we had the Alolan Ice types. Yeah, I love the duo of Alolan Sandslash and Alolan Ninetales. Perfect counterparts. Nidorino, I like quite a bit, and there's a reason why. It's because Tyranitar Tube's Insurgents playthrough, he had a Nidorino named Killer, and he had it in the daycare for like his entire playthrough, and near the end of the game, he finally took the Nidorino out, took the Nidorino to the Elite Four, kept it as a Nidorino, and he popped off, and we love Killer. Yes. Probably like there. Should we Save the World together sometime? I really want to play with someone. I'd be down, because I've been wanting to play Save the World again recently. So I'd definitely be down to help and play a little bit. I'll be definitely down to play and help a little bit. Switch those around. Okay. Nidoqueen. Alright, this music's a little loud. Nidoqueen? I mean, Nidoqueen is really fun to use. I mean, obviously Nidoking is more fun to use. Nidoqueen is, I think, design-wise, is great. Except for the fact that they gave her boobs. Like, why? Did they really need to do that? I don't know. Probably, like, somewhere in the B tier. The B tier is being really filled up. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to rearrange things because it's being filled up. These are my genuine, honest opinions. I think I put Nidoqueen like there. When I first started, I crafted the wrong ammo for my AR because I didn't think it would use small ammo. I did the same thing! Yeah, I don't know why they made the ARs use small ammo. That was weird. I'm used to it now, but... Nidoking. Nidoking is awesome. Like, high A tier. It's like, maybe, like, there-ish. Nidoking is really cool, really fun to use. He's the star of Gen 1 speedrunning, by just hitting, I think it's like fissures. I think that's the move he has. Bro is the main character in Red and Blue speedrunning. Poison Ground is just such a cool typing too. It's really interesting. I love how he gets Sheer Force. Sheer Force is one of my favorite abilities, and you learn so many moves. And it's also cool that like you can run a special set on him. You don't have to run him as a physical attacker because of Sheer Force. You can run like Ice Beam and Thunderbolt and stuff because Sheer Force boost makes up for the fact that his special attack is lower than his physical attack. So you pretty much run anything on him if he has Sheer Force. But he's really a Pokemon you need to invest a lot into. Like, you can't just level him up and then just use him. You need to invest a ton of TMs. So you get, it's like high cost, high value. And that's pretty cool. Alright. Clefairy. Running into Eviolite Clefairy in Pokemon Showdown with, like, Follow Me and stuff. Oh my gosh, wait, I just remembered the Clefairy you get in Sword and Shield, like, raids. That one Clefairy. Oh no, the Clefairy uses a Helping Hand. Never mind. Wait, no. Is it Clefairy that uses... No, Clefairy is the one that uses Follow Me. It's Eevee that uses Helping Hand. Oh, I forgot that Papa's Pizzeria Deluxe is a thing. That's on Steam. Alright. Clefairy... yeah, I think Clefairy's cute. I like Clefairy's design. And how it's like a star that like fell from space or whatever. But like... the experience I've had with Clefairy in particular isn't too great. Yeah, like there. Clefable, on the other hand, I really like Clefable. I used Clefable in the Teal Mask DLC because I like Clefable a lot. It can learn a lot of moves. It's fairy type. Yeah. I really like Clefable in the Sun and Moon anime too. He was like one of the guys in like their base or whatever. Yeah. Clefable's awesome. I don't think I've had any negative experiences with Clefable, only Clefairy. Honestly, Clefable is S tier. That is, great. I'm running out of things to say. I'm running out of unique things to say. I really like Clefable though. I need to stop stalling, I gotta lock in. Alright. Vulpix. Vulpix on its own base form. I look at Vulpix, I'm just like... yeah, it's cute, but like, not anything too special for me. I'm feeling like a C tier on this one. Not gonna lie. Alolan Vulpix, though. Absolutely adorable. I mean, yeah, they're basically the same Pokemon, but like... Alolan Vulpix is somehow so much better. And like... Lily's Alolan Vulpix named Snowy in the anime. Absolute cinema. Bro, I love Snowy. She was so cute in that, throughout the anime. You were like high A tier. Okay, maybe not above Nidoking, but... yes. Regular Ninetales. I like regular Ninetales. I think, like, the whole, like, design and concept or lore of Ninetales is pretty cool. I feel like Ninetales should have had a second typing. It should have been like Fire Ghost or something. But whole lot of tails. So probably like a B tier for me. Actually, I put it like higher. Probably like above Arbok. Alolan Ninetales. I'ma say it right now. Alolan Ninetales is the best Alolan form. Hello, Beast. How are you? We are ranking every Pokemon, and this is the tier list so far. So, Alolan Ninetales is the best Alolan form, in my opinion. Like, it is so awesome. Ice Fairy, really cool typing. Really awesome Pokemon. Pushing goats. Honestly, pushing the goats tier. I love you, Alolan Ninetales. Jigglypuff. Alright. So, Jigglypuff in its own. I don't have a lot of problems with. There's the Jigglypuff in the anime that always returns in, like, the episodes that, like, sings and puts everyone to sleep. And then there's Jigglypuff in Smash. I have a very love-hate relationship with Jigglypuff in Smash. Like, I love Jigglypuff in Smash. I still think Gigantamax Charizard could drop further. Maybe I might drop him. Jigglypuff in Smash is just really funny. Hell yeah, praise H-Box. He's like, above Sandshrew, I'd say. Wigglytuff. I like Wigglytuff. There was like a phase where I like loved Wigglytuff, but right now, he's just great. Probably A tier. I love Wigglytuff in Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky. He's just a goofy little guy. He's just a big blob. Big pink blob. Yeah. Like there is good. Alright. Zubat. Oh my gosh, honestly should be the first F tier. That's crazy. I don't hate Gigantamax Charizard that much. So Zubat is like, it's like an E tier. Honestly, Zubat is so annoying to find in caves. His design isn't really striking all too much. He's just weird. I'm not even like the biggest fan of like bats, the animals themselves, in like general. Unless you do something like really cool with it. Yeah, just running into Zubats everywhere in caves and everything is like annoying. When I use Zubat in like Nuzlocke and stuff, it just learns like no moves early on. You gotta get him to like level 20 to learn Wing Attack, and before that you have Astonish and Leech Life, and it's just, why? And then he learns like no good poison moves for a long time. And then Golbat. Like, what is this, bro? What is Golbat? Like, obviously you have like the big mouth, which is already jarring. But like, what is his feet? Nobody talks about like his legs or his feet. What is that? What is that? I don't completely despise Golbat, but like, what is this? Okay, he gets bonus points for having the funniest Gen 1 sprite of all time. Like, this is so funny how Game Freak thought this was okay. Okay, his sprite in like Gen 5 and like Gen 4 is pretty good. And then like Gen 6, no. Crobat is a different story, and we'll get to him later. But Zubat and Golbat, no. They're the first E tiers. Oddish! Yes, I love Oddish. This little shrub. He's a bit odd-ish. He's like bottom of A. Carl. Gloom? I don't really like Gloom all too much. I mean, I don't really have too much problems with him, but he's just like a weird middle stage. Yeah, it's just middle stage syndrome, really. I don't like him too much. The drool is gross. Sorry, bro. And then last we have Vileplume. Vileplume, I want to say S tier, but I don't know if I really love Vileplume that much anymore. I think he's like middle of A. Like, I really like Vileplume, but not as much as I used to. Actually, I think he's above Beedrill. I like more than Beedrill. Paris. No. Actually, he's better than... No, actually bottom of E. It's Carl, yes! We love Carl. Paris... I don't like Paris. Like... I see this guy, and he just looks annoying. And then, for zero reason, in Legends Arceus, they're just the most aggressive Pokemon out there. And they always attack you. Like, the amount of times I've been attacked by some random Paris in Pokemon Legends Arceus is so annoying. No. And then Parasect. Oh my gosh. The love-hate relationship I have with Parasect. I think using Parasect can be cool sometimes. Bro has Spore, and like, he can like clutch up sometimes. He's just really like fun sometimes. But like, going up against it, oh my gosh. There was a Nuzlocke where I lost 2 Pokemon because Parasect crit them. The stream isn't going to end. I'm not doing this all in one stream. There's obviously going to be multiple streams, but today's might go on for a while. Parasect is just no. Like, he's no the Pokemon. Damn you, Parasect. Like, I want to like you, but the experiences I've had just make you no. Bad. He's like, he's top of E tier. Because I like him a little bit. I like his lore and the concept. But, You should have been Bug Ghost type. Do we even have a Bug Ghost type? Oh yeah, we have shit in Gen, never mind. Venonat. Mid after mid. I don't like Venonat. Like, what is this? What is that? This feels like an exotic plushie of like a weird character that you'd find in like a crane machine. That's like my best way of describing how I feel about Venonat when I look at him. His design. Bottom of V. I don't like you, Venonat. Venomoth. Venomoth is decent, I guess. I kind of like Venomoth. We are on the streak of mid. Absolutely. It looks like it's gonna get a little bit better though. So we're fine. Venomoth. I kind of wish Venomoth got more love. I feel like Game Freak can do something to Venomoth to make him better in my eyes. But he's just, like, alright. He's just... meh. Diglett. What am I even supposed... How do I even rank Diglett? What even is this dude? He's whole, man. Diglett dig, trio. That's how I remember this guy. I mean, he exists, I guess. Yeah, I guess he is mid. He goes like there, honestly. And then Alolan Diglett is just worse. Because they just gave him a tan and then like a few sprouts of hair on the top. Alolan Dugtrio is a different story though. We'll get to him. And then Dugtrio, I mean, it's funny, but like, who goes out there and bees like, or like, I love Dugtrio. If this was the Doodle World tier list, I know what would go to F tier. Speaking of that, our top 5 keys, nice. Yeah, I put Mold in F tier, obviously. Nobody, I don't think anybody's like ever said that they love Dugtrio. Honestly, worse than Diglett. Alolan Dugtrio is hilarious though. Like people hate Alolan Dugtrio just because they're like, they put hair on Dugtrio and made it a steel type. But like, I find that so funny that I actually kind of like it. I kind of like them. They're chilling, and they got the haircuts. They were just at the barber. It's funny. They go right next to Metapod, where it's like, I'm not a huge fan of them, but they're funny, so they go up here. Me and this Pokemon have beef because of the Indigo Disc. Oh no. Okay, Gigantamax Meowth. I love Gigantamax Meowth. Like, they literally just made him the long cat meme, and he's beautiful. Like, the only thing that throws him off for me is the eyes. Like, the weird, like, hollow eyes. But, like, I love the concept and, like, the whole meme behind this. Of Gigantamax Meowth. Hell yeah. Long cat is long. He's like high A. I put him there. Now, Meow. What am I looking at? No, have you seen the long cat meme? This is what Gigantamax Meowth is based on. This meme. This cat apparently passed away recently, which is sad. But yeah, this is what Gigantamax Meowth is based off of, and I love that. He's so cute. Aside from the eyes. He would be S tier if it wasn't for the eyes. Regular Meowth. So, Meowth normally in-game, he's fine. But Anime Meowth is peak. I love the Wii Shop channel. I love Meowth in the anime so much. I love Team Rocket, all of them. Meowth is awesome. And like his whole backstory about how he learned to talk like a human just to impress a girl Meowth. And then he got rejected. So tragic. And he is so awesome. Meowth, that's right. Honestly, for the anime alone, that puts him in S tier. Oh, I forgot there's like 4 variations of Meowth. Alolan Meowth? Yeah, he's like smug or whatever. I don't really like him. Hold on. I don't... Story of my life. Aw. I don't really like Alolan Meowth too much. There was the one Sun and Moon anime episode about him. He was a complete dick for no reason. He's just not good Meowth. You like there. Galarian Meowth. I don't know why they gave Meowth 2 regional variants. I feel like nobody ever complains about that. But like I honestly think Galarian Meowth was needed after the tragedy that was Alolan Meowth in Persian. Meowth with a beard. I'm not completely sure how I feel about this. He's funny. He looks like a Viking. I kind of like him. He's funny. I guess he could go with the funnies. Actually, I don't know if I want to put him that high. Oh wow, we got the 2 shop themes back to back. Yeah, I'm not gonna put him that high. Where would I put him? I guess like there is good. Regular Persian. Regular Persian, it is a cat. That's about it. He's fine. Let's see. Sun and Moon comes out. And then Persian sucks. Put him like there. No. No. What is this? Everyone's seen the memes of his watermelon head. Alolan Persian is just not him. Okay, I wouldn't put him F tier. He's not the first F tier. But like, it's not even like that bad. He's like top of E. Actually, no, I wouldn't even like say he's like that bad. He's like there probably. It's, I don't know. I don't really like Alolan Persian. Honestly, Alolan Persian, at least in this art, looks like an Adventure Time villain. Like, I don't, like, am I wrong? If anyone's familiar with Adventure Time, I don't know why. Alolan Persian just would remind me of like a villain in Adventure Time. Anyway. Psyduck. Psyduck is normally like just kind of mid okay Pokemon, but I love Psyduck shiny. Psyduck has like one of the best shinies. Like that blue is, or turquoise is beautiful. If he has this shiny, it bumps him up a little bit. He's like top of C. Golduck? I've never been like the biggest fan of Golduck. Its shiny is completely ruined when it evolves. It's not even that good. I'm just like not the biggest fan of Golduck. I've never really have been. I remember finding a shiny one in Pokemon Go one morning during COVID. I had a shiny Golduck in a Legends Arceus, and I was so disappointed when I found it because I'm like, why couldn't you have been a Psyduck? But no, I'm not the biggest fan of Golduck, and I never really have been. He's like there. Like, I love ducks, but Psyduck and Golduck just doesn't really do it for me. They should have been Psychic type. Mankey. Mankey is just a silly little guy. I like Mankey. I like using him like early game, and you have like low kick and stuff. He pops off. He gets Karate Chop. Like whenever I think of the move Karate Chop, I think of Mankey immediately. Then it evolved and I was disappointed. Yeah, you never evolve your shiny Psyduck. You keep that a Psyduck. Yes, Mankey. I like you, Mankey. Oh yeah, and then there's Salty DK Dan's Friendlock. Friendlock Season 3. Mikey the Mankey. He was so funny. Him playing as Mankey. These sexy, sexy hands. Oh, it's great. It's like, there. Primeape, though? I don't really like Primeape. Primeape is a downgrade for me. I guess now I can blame it on middle evolution syndrome. Because he has an evolution. But I don't know, never really have been a fan of Primeape. And also, he was annoying in that one episode of the anime where he like stole Ash's hat. And I mean, I guess he was cool when he had like his whole like wrestling arc or whatever, and then just kind of left Ash. But like, I don't know. It's like bottom of C. Growlithe. Alright, everyone, mid is over. We're back to the good Pokemon. I love Growlithe. Little puppy. Look at him. He's an A tier. A tier guy. Would I put him above Oddish though? This is my question. I don't know. I think I consistently like Growlithe more than Oddish. Hisuian Growlithe. I'm gonna be honest. Everyone was wilding over Hisuian Growlithe, saying he was like the best boy or whatever. I never understood the hype, honestly. Like, a Hisuian Growlithe is cute, but I've always preferred regular Growlithe. Sorry, bro. I mean, he's obviously still great. It's Growlithe, but... Alright, Arcanine. Arcanine is just a big dog, and I love him. Bro's height is like as tall as me as a dog, and that's crazy. That is hard to imagine, actually. Like, Arcanine is one of those Pokemon where, like, if Pokemon were real, I'd want one in real life. He's big dog. He's best boy. Maybe not best boy, but he's awesome. I guess he's also like borderline S tier. I put him above Shiggy. Arcanine is borderline S tier. Hisuian Arcanine. My goat. I love Hisuian Arcanine. Dude is so fun to use. In Pokemon Run and Bun again, Hisuian Arcanine, one of the best encounters in the game also. And the only way you can get him is if you get Arcanine or Growlithe and you trade them with a trainer to get one named Hamilton. And so I always refer to Hisuian Arcanine as Hamilton. And he's just the GOAT in that game. I mean, yeah, I've had really good experience with him, but I still prefer like regular Arcanine, design-wise. Poliwag. Just a little like tadpole ball. I don't know. He's kind of alright. I don't really know how I feel about like Poliwag too much. He's just okay, I guess. Better than Psyduck. Poliwhirl. I guess I'm just looking at their like Sugimori art now. Hold on, how long is stream going for? Okay, it is over an hour, and we're still on Gen 1. Alright. Poliwhirl. He looks like a Cuphead character. I guess I'm just saying that because there is like a Cuphead boss that kind of looks like him. But I don't know, he just looks like a guy from Cuphead. Poliwhirl is just alright. Poliwrath, though. I like Poliwrath. Once again, another Pokemon that I feel like I don't really like their 3D model. I think their sprites look better and cooler, in my opinion. But I like Poliwrath. Poliwrath has my favorite typing. Water fighting is my favorite typing. Is such a fun and awesome typing, and I'm so sad that like Poliwrath is like one of like 3 non-legendary Pokemon to have that typing, and that's just what makes me like him, because he has that unique typing. That's my favorite, and he's a pretty cool guy. That's about it. I mostly just like him because of his typing. But I do like his design thing of being a tadpole Pokemon that doesn't fully evolve into a frog, and he just stays a tadpole. That's actually like cool about him. He goes like there. Abra. How do I feel about Abra? How much more of Gen 1 do we have? Oh my gosh, there's so much. So much Gen 1. Alright, Abra. I don't know how I feel about Abra. I like Abra's design, but catching this thing has always been a nightmare, where he has like a somewhat low catch rate for an early Pokemon, and the fact that he can just teleport from you is annoying, and he's super fast, so you can't really like put him to sleep or anything, or like status him. And then even when you catch him, you can't even use him until he evolves, so like Actually, still, you go like there. No, actually, I put you up a little bit further. Kadabra. He gains a spoon. I don't even know what like the Abra line is supposed to be. Like what they're based off of. Kadabra's pretty alright. Yeah, I like Kadabra's Gen 4 and 5 sprites a lot. And he's just like better Abra, basically. Alakazam. He gains 2 spoons, or he gains a second spoon. Yeah, I like him a lot more than Kadabra, I guess. Wait, does Alakazam lose his tail? Wait, how did I not notice this? I guess I never really thought about it. He just loses his tail. Alakazam is just a badass Pokemon. When you see him, he's very smart too. Is he? I think it's like confirmed in Mystery Dungeon. He has like over like 1,000 IQ or whatever. Where did I put Zam? I guess like there. Slide him into the middle of P tier. Mega Alakazam. Bro becomes the king of spoons. He just gets all the spoons. And that's funny to me. And he's also like meditating. He has like this big like elder beard. I like Mega Alakazam. And you can do some cool shenanigans with him because he has Trace. And actually, I put him right there. Alright, we are at the Machop line. Machop. Little macho man. I like Machop. He's cool. I'm just jamming. Macho man. I think I just need like a little mind break after thinking about all these guys. Put you like there-ish. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna take a second to get my brain together. I just randomly fell into a slum. Alright, Machoke. Chad from Jade Animations. I used Machoke in Omega Ruby, which was my first ever playthrough of a Pokemon game. At least my first ever full one that I beat all the way. And I quite like Machoke because of that. I remember he used Vital Throw a lot. I don't know why I never taught him like Brick Break. I just really like the move Vital Throw for some reason. I just thought it fit him so well, so I just kept it. And then he also had Earthquake, which is cool. And then, you know, there's a whole like Chad joke with Jane Animations where it's like, what, you're a female? Did I stutter? I like Chad. He's a Chad. Design-wise, just like a macho man. That's really about it. I'll slide him there. Mega Machamp. Not Mega. Gigantamax. I guess I can't see that. Gigantamax. Machamp. I mean, it's weird. He has the weird like yellow eyes again. That I talked about. I didn't really like from Meowth. And he has like the weird like cracks of like yellow or whatever on his hands. I don't really understand what they were like going for with this. He's like worse Machamp. He's not too great. Never really been a fan of this one. He goes like there. Alright, Machamp. Machamp's arms have always been like weird to me. Because it's like they just throw on like a second set of arms coming from his like shoulder blades, I guess. Like I can perfectly envision him without like the second set of arms, but also that I feel like that's cursed because he would just look like Machoke, but with like a different facial expression. But Machamp's pretty cool. I like him. He's a Pokemon I liked as a kid quite a bit, and I give some value to him for me. Where did I rank him? So Poliwrath. There we go. Bellsprout. I have quite the connection with Bellsprout because of Tyranitar Tubes, Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke, or his Alpha Sapphire Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke, where he caught a Bellsprout early on named Shmurda, and he really didn't want it. He thought Shmurda was just gonna be sacrificed and like never seen again. But Shmurda lived through like everything and became like the hero of the run because he learned like Transform, and he was awesome. So I really like Bellsprout quite a bit from that. So it's just like interesting how his legs are just like the root of the plant. I mean, he looks like a pea shooter. Shmurda. Should have put him like top of B. Okay, Weepin' Bell. Oh, how we've fallen from grace. I don't like how Weepin' Bell looks. He's like in the same area as Gloom. It's just like why he just looks awkward. The big mouth. He's like a worse Gloom. Victory Bell. Yeah, I like Victory Bell more. Again, because of Shmurda. But as a design, he's still like, he's still alright. I've had positive experience like using him though, in combat. But I don't know, I'm not too big on his design. But he'll still get like a B tier from me for Shmurda. Like there. Tentacool. I like Tentacool and Tentacruel. The little squids. I like them a lot. They're really cool water types. They're fun to use. Water Poison is a fun typing. They're like especially bulky. They learn Giga Drain, which is cool, I think. Oh, I think they learned Giga Drain. Yeah, I found that interesting about them. I'm pretty sure they learned Giga Drain. Yeah, they do. I was right. Tentacool. It's also canon in the Pokemon universe that Tentacruel did 9/11. As some of you know. Some of you may know. You like their Tentacool. And Tentacruel, I'd probably put like higher than that. I like you more than Blastoise. Hell yeah, Tentacruel. I've always thought Tentacruel was a Gen 3 Pokemon, by the way. He just fits Gen 3 a lot. And also, you never really see him in Gen 1 or 2, I feel like. Like, not even in Misty's gym, you see a Tentacool or a Tentacruel. Unless Misty, if I look up Misty. Does Misty in Gen 2, does she have a Tentacruel? Can you fight her? I don't know, not anime. Gold, silver, crystal. Gold or Quaxite. Yeah, you don't even... She doesn't even have one, even in gold and silver. In Gen 2. Geodude. Punchy Rock. He's alright. From a design standpoint, he's just alright, I guess. But getting this early in like a Nuzlocke or something and beating a lot of like flying types and normal types or whatever because it's rock type is so nice to have. And he's also like fun to use because he gets some good moves early on. You can't really you can't really go wrong with Geodude. He's the all reliable rock type. He's a solid Pokemon. Because he's rock solid. Alolan Geodude. I mean, he's just a slightly worse Geodude for me. I do like rock electric typing though. That is cool. Graveler is just weird to me. Like he evolves and then he has like a weird second set of arms that's like covering his chest that he doesn't even use. And then I don't know, he just looks so weird to me. I'm not a big fan of Graveler. And then Alolan Graveler. Actually, I kind of like Alolan Graveler a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know. Never really been a fan of Graveler. Golem. I like Golem. This is a big boulder. It's not a boulder. It's a rock. Hold on. Sprites. Golem has some like weird sprites for me. Like I feel like Golem's sprites vary for me from like being good and then being like bad, good, bad. Oh, the yellow sprite is sick. At least the front sprite. What is this back sprite? Bro, why is his back sprite always just been like just the rock and he has his arm up? I don't know. Golem. Alolan Golem, I feel like I kind of both love and hate him more, or like and dislike him more than regular Golem. Like, the mustache and the beard is awesome. That's really funny. And, like, the eyebrows. But, like, why does he have tiny little stubby hands? That I'll never understand. So sadly, he goes right beneath regular Golem. Alright. Ponyta. Ponyta. Ponyta's okay. Ponyta is an amazing shiny, by the way. I love Ponyta's shiny. Ponyta is just like a horse, and that's really it. I love Ponyta's Gen 4 and 5 sprites, and everything else is alright. Horse, where do you go? I'm not putting him there. Hold up. Bam, middle of C. Then Rapidash, where am I going? Oh wait, we're not Rapidash yet. Galarian Ponyta. I love Galarian Ponyta. This dude is adorable. Where do I want to put it? I guess like there. Rapidash doesn't get much better than Ponyta. Galarian Rapidash, I like Ponyta a lot more, but I think Galarian Rapidash is still great in its own right. But I'd probably move it down a tier from Ponyta, somewhere in B tier. Honestly, probably there. Above Butterfree. Slowpoke! I love Slowpoke. He's a little guy. He's just chilling. One of my friends had got like a Slowpoke plush, and I loved this Slowpoke plush. The tail actually stayed up like this, and so I'd hold him like a gun. I love doing that. I love Slowpoke. I had one Pokemon son named Patrick, and I find that funny. He's like right below Tentacool for me. Galarian Slowpoke. He's just the same thing, but he's just a little bit yellow. He's just a lazier Slowpoke. The original was done better. I love Slowbro. First of all, Slowbro lore is cool, where you know you have the I guess it's the Shelder biting its tail, even though it doesn't look like Shelder. But not only do I like the design of Slowbro, I love using Slowbro in like Nuzlocke and stuff. Very reliable and great Pokemon. And then he's like the GOAT in like the Kaizo games, like Emerald Kaizo. Slowbro is just a premier Elite Four Pokemon. And it's the same thing with Blue Kaizo. And that's awesome. He's getting the recognition he deserves. Bam! High A. For my boy Slowbro. Is that what Mega Slowbro's colors look like? I feel like It looks like it's shiny. Hold up. Yeah, wait, what? Why is the Pokemon Home spray them green? Or I guess also the Sugimori art? Oh no, not the Sugimori. Why? Yeah, why was this Pokemon Home spray green? It's weird. Mega Slowbro is funny. The shell has taken over, and he's just chilling in there with his arms out. So, oh, he has shell armor. That's awesome. He has very high defense. Damn. It's funny. Like Mega Slowbro. Not as much as regular Slowbro, but he's still like up there. Galarian Slowbro. He's got the shell on his arm. Poison Psychic is a cool typing. I like Poison Psychic type. I forgot, what is his signature move? Shell side arm do. Oh wait, is this a stats change? Oh, he has higher attack. Oh, that's cool. Did I say Alolan Slowbro or Galarian Slowbro? I don't even know what I said. Oh yeah, Shell Side Arm. Oh, it's a special move. I thought it was a physical move. Maybe Poison Point. Oh, I see. Okay. That's cool. I like that. Galarian Slowbro, yeah, he's like just as good as Slowbro. Alright. There's still so many Gen 1 with 1. Alright, for the stream I want to at least get through the Gen 1 guys. Magnemite. Bro, it feels like the coffee I drank earlier today just like wore off. Because I feel like so tired right now. I like Magnemite. A little magnet. Or no, he's a little steel ball with 2 magnets. Why am I just describing him? I don't know. I like Magnemite a lot. His design is pretty cool. Using him is just so reliable. Electric Steel is a really good typing. It's like an A tier for me. I like you, Magnemite. There you go. Magneton, I just put above Magnemite. I mean, yeah, it's like the same thing as Doug Trio, where it's like now there's just 3 of them. But I don't know. I feel like Magnemite does it better. And also, he's just really fun to use. And I love how Magnemite is, or not, Magneton is really good without Magnezone. Like, we even need Magnezone, but Magneton is still just as good. I feel like in some cases you can even run like Eviolite Magneton. Far-fetched. How do I feel about Far-fetched? I don't know. Like, I want justice for I mean, I guess we did get just for Far-fetched. The Galarian form. But like, why was Farfetch even a Pokemon? Like, I feel like they just threw him in just because. He is the better duck than Psyduck, though, and I like that he's holding a leak. And the reason is just because that's a far-fetched thing to happen. Okay, I was originally hating on him, but I actually kind of like Farfetch. I'll put him in B tier somewhere. Actually, I want to move version up a little bit. From there. Alright, I love the idea for Galarian Farfetch where he has the giant leak that... Okay, abrupt ending. He has the giant leak that he uses as a weapon. But like, Farfetch himself, the bird, I don't like what they did with him. He got a downgrade. So it like evens out to be in the right next to regular Farfetch. Alright. Doduo. Like, Doduo's cute, but it's just like a Pokemon where I'm like, I don't care that much. I'm sorry. Why is Doduo normal flying? There is nothing normal about Doduo. I guess I could throw him in with like the other birds. Sure. Right smack between them. Dodrio. Big question I've always had is like, when Doduo evolves, where does the third head come from? It just does it just like sprout up? Does it say that in like its Pokedex? One of Doduo's two heads splits to form a unique species. It's one of them splits? Doduo evolves into this odd breed. One of its heads splits into two. Ooh. I don't like thinking about that. Ew. Sorry, Dodrio. You're gonna be moved down quite a bit for that one. You go like there. Seal. Guys, you wanna know what Seal is? He's just a seal. But I like seals. Okay, something I really like about Seal that I feel like people don't really talk about is the fact that its tail is in the shape of like a water spout fountain sort of thing. That's something I appreciate about Seal. Seal is like a solid B tier guy. Bam. Not really solid, he's like low-ish. Dugong is very underrated. I like Dugong. I mean, yeah, he's basically just also Oh no, he's just like a sea lion. But like, I don't know. Dugong is cute. I like him. Sprites. He's always had great sprites. I feel like they've been consistently good. I guess except for Gen 1 was this. But no, Dugong's had pretty consistent sprites. I even like its 3D model. Yeah. Justice for Dugong. I feel like Dugong really deserves something. Because it's just a water ice type. There's nothing too special about him. And I feel like he needs something special. So I'll put him like high B. I mean, I haven't had like... I just like his design. I haven't really had like a really like special experience with him. I guess I'll put him there. Actually, I don't think I've ever checked. What is Dugong's stats? Any good? No. These are the most brutally average stats ever. Dugong, what did they do to you, bro? Alright. Grimer. I don't even like Grimer. I see him and he just looks like disappointment to me. That's the best way to describe him. I look at him and I feel disappointed. Okay. D tier. Alolan Grimer also D tier, but he's a little bit better. Muck. He's just bigger Grimer. Although I've had a little bit of a positive experience with Muck. So I think that moves him up to like here. But man, he's just bigger Grimer. Alolan Muck is cool though. I like the LSD trip with all the rocks on him. I guess they were going for it. Hell yeah, Alolan Muck. You go, girl. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Yeah, I guess I'll put him above Poliwell. Shelter, I don't like too much. I don't feel anything special with Shelter. He's a shell, and then he has like a weird tongue for some reason. Sorry, I'm jamming. Body Rock from WarioWare. Bangers. B and C are really crowded, which I feel like is expected, at least for Gen 1. Where do I put Shelter? I guess he's alright. There. I love Cloyster. Not just design-wise, so I think Cloyster looks cool. Cloyster is so fun to use. Skill Link is an awesome ability. And then you use Skill Link with like Icicle Spear or like Rock Blast. And Cloyster is just so fun to use. It's especially in like Nuzlocke, you have big physical defense. You can wall a lot of physical attackers and you can even like kill them because Icicle Spear does a lot of damage. Oh, I love using Cloyster. You can shut down a lot of dragon types. He's such a fun Pokemon to use, and I think he looks cool, and I think he deserves A tier for that. I'd put him above Slowbro. Ghastly. We're nearing the end of Gen 1, I think. Not really. There's still so many. Damn you. I'm tired of these Gen 1 Pokemon. Ghastly. How do I rank Ghastly? I guess he's alright. Sure. I'm not a huge fan. You go there. Haunter. Haunter. I think Haunter is really cool. You know, for a middle stage, it works a lot. I think Haunter could have been, you know, the final stage, and I wouldn't even be too mad about that. I mean, obviously Gengar is awesome, but like Haunter itself, I feel like should be appreciated more. Goes there. I do not like Gigantamax Gengar. What is this, dude? Oh, wait, I have to look it up on Google. Like, I do not like this. Ugh. Okay, Shiny's dope though, but I do not like this design choice. It goes in the E tier. We still do not have an F tier, or we also don't have a Goats. So we have not come across a Pokemon that I brutally hate or love dearly. Gengar. Yeah, Gengar is Gengar. There's no doubt about that. What? I did not mean to move you up Exeggutor. I think Gengar is cool, like everybody else. Feels like there. Mega Gengar. Petition for Mega Gengar, or contender for one of the best shinies. Like Mega Gengar. Going up against it though, not so much because it has Shadow Tag. But you cool. Onyx. Big Rock. Where would I rank Onyx? I actually don't know. Onyx is alright. Onyx is once again a Pokemon I like the sprites of more. Gen 5 spray is a little awkward. His Gen 4 spray is peak though. Both front and back is awesome. Gen 3 sprites and or Gen 3 and 2 sprites are not too shabby either. Actually, think you like B tier. Onyx cool, guys. Put him about there. Drowsy, no. not like Drowsy. I do not like Drowsy's design. I don't like using Drowsy. It's just so weird. Bottom of E. Hypno. I dislike Hypno even more. I hate Hypno. I think Hypno's our first F tier. I hate Hypno. Like I said, I don't even like using Hypno or Drowsy. I don't like his design, and he just creeps me out. No. Krabby. Krabby and Zone. Where would I rank him? I actually like Krabby. I rank him above Seal, Crab. Gigantamax Kingler. Where did I put you? I don't know, he's like a bit much. I don't know. Like, the beard is awesome, but the long arms and legs are just kind of creepy. Honestly, Gigantamax Kingler, I look at him and it's just like, I want to throw him in a pot and eat him. Sounds awful, but like, that's kind of how I feel about him. He goes the E for the edible tier. No. About there. Regular Kingler though, I like regular Kingler. I think it looks cool. Him being asymmetrical, I think, is something that should be seen in more Pokemon, because it tends to, I don't know, they tend to be more wacky, and I like it. Like them. Kingler has a very high attack, surprisingly. It's pretty fun to use in Pokemon Vintage White, which is a ROM hack of Pokemon White. They make him Water Steel type, and I've used him in that game, and he's so fun to use in that game. There's not a lot of, like, Kingler is like really special though. There's not a lot of water types like him. I don't think there's like any water types that are like a physical attacker and bulky. I guess maybe like Glycopod, but I don't know. Kingler is very different than a lot of other just random water types, and I appreciate that. I like you, Kingler. Big Crab. Honestly, I think I'd go as far to put him in A tier. Yo, in the Elite Four. Voltorb. I feel absolutely nothing towards Voltorb. And in fact, I feel a little bit distasteful, I guess, when I look at Voltorb. Top of D. Hisuian Voltorb, though. know, it's just like a little bit better. I like the style of them, but like the the unibrow's a little weird. But I think overall, it's a bit of an upgrade. But Electrode. I actually kind of like Electrode more, just because I like his facial expression. He looks like he's out of like Henry Stickmin. And I don't know, he's kind of like a guy. And also, again, in Vintage White, really fun to use because he's like broken in Vintage White. And because he's like electric steel, and he has, I think, motor drive. And he's really good. I think because of those experiences, he's quite high. Okay, I put him like there, probably. Hisuian Electrode, I've had similarly positive experiences with. I like his design more, and in Run and Bun, really cool Pokemon to use. For certain situations, like you don't really use him exactly for like attacking. He's like really fast, so you use him for like volt switch chip, but sometimes you put him in for like a kill. And also, I really like Grass Electric. It's a fun typing. I use him in Legends Arceus, and he was fun in that game. Eggy. Execute. And there's just a bunch of eggs. This poor guy who got cracked in the back. This dude in the middle, he's like aura farming. Or looks so smug. Yeah, I see Eggy, and they're not too shabby. About there. Executor, I go like back and forth between like liking and not really liking Executor. So I don't really know about him. I think I'm just gonna put him at the top of C. I feel like that's most fair for how I feel about him. Alone Executor, I love Alone Executor. This dude is funny. I could put him with these two with the funnies, but I think I like him more than that. He's randomly Grass Dragon for who knows why. I've never used him though. I actually don't think I can put him in A tier just because I've never used him, so I can't really speak positively. I feel like he'd be fun to use, but top of B. I don't know. If I ever get the chance to use him, I might move him up or down based on that. But I don't know. Never had any battling experience with him. Cubbian, Cubone. Where did I put Cubone? He's a cute little guy. Not Cubchoo. Cubone. I actually don't know where he put Cubone. I think just like a solid C tier for me. Like there. Marowak. The full skull I think makes it for me. I think it looks a lot cooler because of that. Put it in there. Yes, a lone Marowak is awesome. Yes, I love what they did with this. Such a cool idea and awesome execution. Blue Fire is really cool. Cooler than Red Fire. I think I put in... actually, right there. Yes. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I used to like Hitmonchan more than Hitmonlee, but I like Hitmonlee more now. Hitmonlee is awesome. Beast, I don't know if you're still in chat, but RIP, that was so stupid. How you died at in the water gym. But Hitmonlee is really cool. The high jump kick Pokemon. Whenever I think of high jump kick, I think of Hitmonlee. He was like the goat fighting type in Gen 1. There's also Insulty DK Dan's Friendlock Season 2. Mikey D's, baby. Awesome character. Really pushed Hitmonlee up for me. Probably about there. Hitmonchan. He's really fun to use. Because he gets like Iron Fist. Design. It's like okay. I guess design wise. Like I don't look at him for his design. I look at him for like the experience, the fun experience of using him in battle. Whatever that means. Yeah, like there. Lick a tongue. No, 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 no. Actually, I put him above these a little bit. Why is Lick a tongue a Pokemon? I don't get this. His one redeeming quality is this one funny gif I've seen of him, but like that's it. These stats are horrible. No wonder why he got an evolution. Oh my gosh. How did anyone use this dude back in Gen 1? Did anybody even use him? Look at our licky stats. They're like pretty average, I guess. No. Coughing. The amount of times I've Nuzlocked and there's a route where I could get a coughing and I'm like, please anything but coughing, and I get a coughing. No, I don't even like coughing's design all too much. Yeah. Coughing, no, no, no. Weezing. He's like kind of alright. I also hate fighting against both Coughing and Weezing because I almost never have a Psychic type when I'm fighting them, and they're immune to ground because they have Levitate. I'm just like, ugh, I have to kill this somehow. I mean, I guess Weezing is like a little bit better. Galarian Weezing though. It's a good design concept. I think it's funny. It's pretty good execution. Poison Fairy, really cool typing. Still not that much better than regular Weezing for me though. Yeah, you probably go in there. Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Rhyhorn in its own. I don't know. I don't have any strong feelings towards him. He's just a kind of cool guy. It's not anything too special. So I'm like above Marowak. Rhydon. Well, obviously there's the Rhydon this dick joke that everyone says a lot. He was the first ever Pokemon designed, which is quite the legacy. Why does he have Lightning Rod? Anyway. I mean, Rhydon's a pretty cool dude. He was the original cool Pokemon before they were all cool. Where did he go? Oh, he went. Okay, he's here. About there. Chansey. Do I like Chansey? There's obviously all the Chanseys in the Pokemon centers with Nurse Joy. Chansey, out of all the pink blob Pokemon, or out of the three pink blobs, Chansey, Wigglytuff, and Clefable, I think Chansey is the weakest out of the three. Chansey is still pretty alright. I like Blissey more, which we'll get to, but Chansey is not too shabby. About there. Tangela. Tangela is, I feel like, a really underrated Pokemon. I actually like Tangela a little bit. Tangela looks like a Mario enemy, but I don't know, he's pretty underrated. He was fun in a Pokemon Showdown in Sword and Shield ZU. Tangela was like a really good Pokemon in that tier, and I played ZU a lot because it's a really fun metagame. And Tangela was really good and fun to use. it's pretty interesting to use because it's like defensive, or it's physically defensive, not special defensive. Pro cannot take a single ember, but I mean, he's a pretty underrated guy. I wish I saw him like utilized a bit more. Say underrated and he's still in B tier. Of course. Kangaskhan. I like Kangaskhan. But how much do I like Kangaskhan? Okay, actually, I'm gonna get rid of all the gender differences first so I can actually see how much I have left. This also gives my mind a little bit of a break. I'm a bit tired of thinking about how much I like how much I like these Pokemon. Alright, we got a few rows left. Kanga. I think I'd put Kangaskhan like A tier. I think I'd put him like right under Kingler. Mega Kangaskhan. I like Mega Kangaskhan. I mean, it's not the most annoying thing to fight against, I feel like. And using it is just so fun. Where you get like, you can power up punch and it hits twice and you get 2 attack boosts. Just all your moves hitting twice is awesome. I like Mega Kangaskhan. I mean, it's just right above regular because it's just the baby hops out and I think that's dope. So that's what makes it better than normal Kangaskhan. Horsey, I think Horsey we just put with the other random water types. Probably. Like around their range. I don't even like feel anything too special with Horsey. I think I'll put them between the polys. Seadra, I feel like Seadra is like a bit worse. I mean, I could look at Seadra and I don't know. It's not too special. I also forgot Seadra was a fully evolved Pokemon at one point. Kingdra was definitely needed. For sure. Goldeen. I don't really like Goldeen. Like, the color palette, it's all right. I don't like Goldeen's like eyes. Ugh. Me no like you, Goldeen. Bottom of D. Seaking. Seaking doesn't get much better. The colors are kind of weird. His mouth is not... The mouth just looks weird too. I don't like looking at Seaking's mouth. I mean, Seaking, Lightning Rod Seaking, is that it can be kind of sick. In Radical Red, Seaking used to have Vicious Rend, and with a Lightning Rod, you could actually sweep the Electric Gym with it, and I think that's cool. But I never did that, so you're just going above Goldeen. Staryu. I actually like Staryu and Starmie quite a bit They're cool Pokemon. You know, they're just like stars. Right below Krabby, Staryu. And Starmie I'd put above higher. Starmie is such a fun Pokemon to use. It's got Recover. It's decently bulky. And it has like really great coverage. Water Psychic, so you have Psychic, but it also learns Thunderbolt, which I think is awesome for a water type to just have Thunderbolt. It gets Power Gem too. You could run like a lot of things on Starmie. He's an A-tier guy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put Marowak higher. A little bit higher. Mr. Mime. In game, I don't like Mr. Mime, and also not in the Detective Pikachu movie. In the anime, though, Ash's mom's Mr. Mime. I do love him quite a bit, but most of the time, I don't really like Mr. Mime all too much. Papa D. Galarian Mr. Mime. I'm pretty sure like everyone forgot this Pokemon existed. I guess he's a little bit better than Mr. Mime. But not a huge fan. Scyther. Scyther is very cool. I think Scyther is another one of those Pokemon where like his sprite really varies for me. Gen 3 and 2 sprite, peak perfection. This back sprite, I don't know what it is about it. Not a huge fan. Front sprite, all of them are sick though. Back sprite, not so much. And then it's Gen 5 sprite. I don't know. It's alright. And then Gen 6, or its 3D model, not bad. He's a cool guy though. Scyther. Take right under Kanga. Jinx F tier. I don't think I need to explain it all too much. I hate Jinx. Like, I mean, Jinx is like kind of fun to use. It's a fast ice and psychic type. That's pretty cool, but like, I want to like using it, but I can't. I just hate Jinx. I hate how she looks. Like, what is this, bro? I do not like Jinx. Bro is like Grimace, but a girl wearing a wig and a dress. That is Jinx. Jinx's hair doesn't even feel real. It actually looks like Jinx is wearing a wig. Give me some water. Electabuzz. I actually think Electabuzz, out of Elekid, Electabuzz, Electivire, I think Electabuzz is the weakest out of the three. I like the other two more. Electabuzz, I don't know what it is about him. I'm not a big fan. He's just okay. Here you go, Electabuzz. Magmar. I've never really been a fan of Magmar, honestly. Like, his forehead looks like 2 ass cheeks. And I don't know. His look, it's not appealing to me. But I guess he's pretty alright. Sometimes. Beneath the horses you go. Pinsir. I think... Yes, Pinsir is another Pokemon. I liked him more as a sprite. But Pinsir in ROM hacks, I don't think I've ever used Pinsir in a vanilla game, but in ROM hacks, Pinsir is really fun. He gets Moxie as his hidden ability. Like, if you have Moxie, you're automatically a cool Pokemon in my eyes. Hell yeah, Pinsir. And the fact that he has, like, some pretty good niches in RBYOU on Pokemon Showdown. I think that's something cool about him. He's going up, he's going places. I think that's good. Mega Pinsir. I'm like... He's like terrifying. I don't even like him that much. Top of B. Top of E go. He's a little too creepy. I feel like they could have gone with a better direction for him. Tauros. Tauros in original Gen 1 is cool as hell. And then every other generation, I don't care about him. He was only cool in Gen 1. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Not really, I am sorry. I want to like Tauros, but can't like them all too much. Where do I want to I think probably there. Tauros, his other forms, they're just about the same. Except Water 1 gets the most edge because it's water fighting. And I already talked about how I love water fighting. Magikarp. I like Magikarp. I think Magikarp slides between these two. The 3 memers. Bottom of B is where all the memers go. Gyarados is awesome. Definitely like a high A Pokemon. Oh my gosh, Gyarados is so fun to use. It gets Moxie, which you almost never use on him, but when you do, it is so cool. He gets Dragon Dance. I love using Gyarados so much. One of my favorite Pokemon to use. One like the go-to. Actually, I think I put it above Cloyster. Just because I like his design more and I think he's more fun to use. Hell yeah, Gyarados. Mega Gyarados. I don't think I've ever really thought about my opinion on Mega Gyarados. I think he's worse Gyarados. But I have used him like a little bit. And Water Dark on Gyarados is cool. And you get to use like powered up crunches. That's really about it. Lapras. I like Lapras quite a bit. In one Sun and Moon anime episode, I think it was Sun and Moon, maybe it was X and Y, I don't remember. Lapras had a cool episode, and I like Lapras quite a bit. I haven't really used Lapras all too much. I think Lapras also uses Thunderbolt, but is from the very little experience I have with using Lapras, it's pretty cool. I guess I'd put him above. No, I want to put Lapras higher than that. There you go. Actually, I think Lapras might be A tier for me. I think I'll put him at the bottom of A. Hell yeah, Lapras. Gigantamax Lapras. I mean, I don't know. Not much changes. I do like kind of like the music note ice around him, but I don't know, not much changes. Right underneath regular Lapras you go. Ditto. Where do I rank Ditto? Ditto is a funny little blob. But I don't know where to put him. Maybe I put him with the memers. I think that's what I gotta do. Cause I don't know where else to put him. There you go, Ditto. Eevee! Love Eevee. I think maybe I just put Eevee right next to Pikachu. I feel like they should go together, because I feel pretty similarly about them. Eevee is above, because Eevee is cooler than Pikachu. Alright. Gigantamax Eevee is just fluffy Eevee. Well, the all-white shiny on it is cool. I mean, it's fluffier Eevee, so I mean, yeah. Okay, Vaporeon. Now, if this was me a few years ago, Vaporeon would probably be like around there. But that copy pasta, man. Why? I don't want to think these things. I don't care. You know what? Screw the copy pasta. I love Vaporeon. Such a cool evolution. Actually, I think, yeah, I'd like keep it there. Like Jacob Alfred says, I just love the water dog. Why does everyone have to make it so weird? Like Vaporeon is just so dope. And it's fun to use. Very high HP. And you could do some cool shenanigans. I love you, Vaporeon. Not in a weird way. Jolteon. Never really been the biggest Jolteon fan, but I guess Jolteon's alright. I'll put him right above Chonkachu. Or actually, maybe a little bit higher than that. No, I like Jolteon quite a bit. I think there's a good placement. Flareon. I'm not a huge fan of using Flareon in game. Flareon's like awkward because it's the one with the high physical attack, and you don't really get that many good physical fire moves on it. You get like Flame Charge, Fire Fang, and like Flare Blitz, and that's really it. It has Guts for some reason. I don't know, not super fun to use, but I do like Flareon's design a lot. It is the most huggable Pokemon. Flareon. I think I'm just gonna put Flareon right above Jolteon. Because Flareon's like, I love Flareon's design more. Not so fun to use. I love using Jolteon. Jolteon's fun to use, but design not so great for me. So I think they go hand in hand. All right, base Porygon. I'm not that big of a fan of like base Porygon. I like his evolutions more. Porygon's just okay. Oh my gosh, I just remembered the time I encountered a shiny Porygon in Let's Go Pikachu while I was shiny hunting for Growlithe, and I couldn't catch it, and I lost my chain, my catch chain, and I was so sad. Oh no, I wasn't even sad, I was mad. I was extremely pissed. I spent so much time building that catch combo. Top of D tier you go. Omanite. I like Omanite a lot. He's a little cutie. Little squid. Lord Helix. I feel like decently high in the B tier. In there. Omastar. I like using Omastar a lot. I don't like his design, though. I think most of it is fine. It's just like his face. Ugh, I don't. Why does he have to have like the weird like cat eyes and then his mouth? I'll put him in the C tier though because he's very fun to use. Omastar, Omastar, Omastar. I've had some positive experiences with him. That like justifies being B tier. He goes with the memers, I think. Omastar. Kabuto, I don't like Kabuto. Design-wise. He's been He's pretty hype in the Kaizo games, in Crystal Kaizo and Emerald Kaizo. He pops off, but design-wise, I'm not too much fan. But because of those experiences, it saves him from the E tier. You go above Mr. Mime. The mimes. Kabutops, though. I like Kabutops. Rock Scyther. Not as cool as Scyther, but still pretty awesome. I think he's like right under Golem. Still, I don't get why Kabutops is a water type though. Or Kabuto, for that matter. Aerodactyl. I like Aerodactyl quite a bit. Yeah, you go somewhere in the A tier. He goes above regular Gengar. And then Aerodactyl, or Mega Aerodactyl. Gets like more rocks. I don't know. I like using Mega Aerodactyl. This dude's fun. Very fast, hits like a truck. Design-wise is underneath regular Aerodactyl. Actually, I put him like a few spots under. Like there. Snorlax. I like Snorlax. Insane Pokemon to use in Nuzlocke. Like, he's so consistently good and fun. Such a big wall. He's somewhere in the A tier. I think between Starmie and Slowpoke I put him. Gigantamax Snorlax. He has an entire, like, ecosystem on his stomach, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't even like it all too much, to be honest. But about there. Articuno. We are at the legendary birds. Oh my gosh, we are almost done. It's been almost 3 hours and we're about to finish Gen 1. There's just way too much Gen 1. Yeah, and then Gen 2 looks so much shorter. And that I can just skip all these unknown, obviously. Articuno. I don't like Articuno that much. Definitely the weakest of the legendary birds. I don't know. Just never been the biggest fan. Although it winning Worlds was pretty funny. Or I don't think it was Worlds. It was some kind of tournament where it had like sheer cold and stuff. That was really funny. So that bumps it up for me. Galarian Articuno. I actually like Galarian Articuno. I think that's a pretty cool design. He looks like a super villain. Zapdos. Zapdos is my favorite of the legendary birds. I think Zapdos is cool. Where would I want to put him? I think Zapdos slips in right there. I really like Galarian Zapdos. The chicken. Fighting flying chicken. I love fighting flying typing. It's like only Galarian Zapdos and Hawlucha. This is a funny guy. Don't have too much experience using him, but I like the design. It's very funny. Moltres is just mid. Better than Articuno. It's still kind of mid though. But I'm like above Magmar. Galarian Moltres looks very cool though. Dark flying. You got like, you have like the darkness and fire at the same time. Looks pretty darn awesome. Slide him between Venusaur and Rhydon, I think. Okay. Dratini uses a little worm. Little dragon worm. I like Dratini. Right there. Dragonair I love quite a bit. Dragonair is awesome. I kind of wish I mean I guess we do have a proper evolution for Dragonair being Milotic. I mean they even referenced that in the anime. They made a joke about that. I think that's funny in Pokemon Journeys. But yeah, I like Dragonair a lot. Somewhere in the A tier. I think I put Dragonair above Eevee. But I think I put it like about there. Dragonite. I love Dragonite. I hate Dragonite shiny though. Why'd it have to be like a disgusting green? But Dragonite himself, he's very cute. I love him, especially in like Pokemon Journeys too. I think he's like bottom of S. I love you, Dragonite. Mewtwo. I have like 0 experience using Mewtwo in the games. Lore of Mewtwo and like in the movie is very cool. He's one of my mains in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I like playing Mewtwo a lot. So I think that puts him in the A tier for me. Put him there. Okay, Mega Mewtwo, both of them. Psychic Fighting with 190 attack, and then Pure Psychic with 194. Mega Mewtwo X. How do I feel about him? He's kind of weird. He kind of looks like Frieza to me. He's got that Frieza look. I mean, Mewtwo does, but I feel like he looks more like Frieza to me. I think I prefer the original design a little bit better. And then Mega Mewtwo Y, you got the other end of Frieza. Combine them, you get Frieza. Combine both Mega Mewtwo's. I mean, I like how Mega Mewtwo Y is in Mewtwo's Final Smash, but I think it's the weakest design out of the three. Like, this looks kind of weird. Still, like, kind of cool at the same time. I think I put them all right next to each other. Last but not least, Mew. I like Mew. Mew has a lot of nice relevance. Like in Insurgents, where Mew protects you the entire game. I think that's cool. And then you get to catch Mew by the end of the game. And Mew being able to learn like every single TM, I think is really interesting. It goes right at those Mewtwo. And just like that, we finished Gen 1. It only took, wow, like exactly 3 hours. Alright, so, pretty solid rankings. Alola Ninetales is our leading Pokemon right now. I guess Alola Ninetales is my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. Damn, I wasn't really expecting these to be my favorites, but when you're really looking into it, I guess that's what I like the most. And then least favorite right now is Jinx and Hypno. Screw both of you guys. Alright. I don't know who. I don't think I'm gonna do a raid. This is for some reason always super quiet. Song. Anyway, that was pretty fun. Made me think a lot. We'll continue this sometime. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I stream more often because I've been in the mood to stream more recently. I want to get back into that. I miss doing this. I feel like more passionate now. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.